Hello, everyone. It's been a while, I think, since we last talked, and it's been quite a long time actually since I did a TikTok live. So here we go. We're gonna do a TikTok live, and we're gonna analyze stocks. I'm also on YouTube, by the way, at the same time. So for those of you who want to see my screen, get on YouTube. Link is in my bio. We're gonna get started in just a second. I just have a few things that I need to set up, and we're gonna get started. In the meantime, if you guys are looking at any ticker symbols, please go ahead and post those because we're gonna go over them tonight. We're gonna go over all the ticker symbols, and we're gonna go over all the stocks that I think are gonna make a move, or actually may not make a move tomorrow, depending on what we're looking at.
TikTok
Futures, by the
Live,
way,
we're gonna
are
analyze.
not looking so good right now. Hey, what's up, Eddie? What's going on? What's up? Sharpshooter. I don't know if I've ever seen you. Are you new, Sharpshooter? I can't remember ever seeing you. Anyways, we're gonna hello everyone. What is going on? By the way, I want to take a moment and thank you guys for your support, and your love. It means a lot. Uh, Hold on, guys. We're gonna get started. Just need a second. We're gonna get started. Just need a second. All right. I think we are almost ready to get started. Okay, so a lot of you have asked me where I get my ticker symbols, where I get good evening, what is going on, and where I get all my information. Pin. All right, so that's that. That is done. Oh, yeah, guys, by the way, for those of you who are on the YouTube and sharing my screen, remember to hit that like button. It means a lot. I know we haven't gotten started yet, so you don't know what you're liking, but I promise you it's gonna be good stuff. Okay, we're gonna go over all the ticker symbols. I am making a cup of tea, so excuse me. I am gonna get up for just a second, just to get my cup of tea, so we can get started with what is going on. And that is the tea right there, getting ready as we speak. Okay, so we have a few things that we do need to cover, and they are actually quite important, believe it or not. All right, here you go. It's AGTC. Man, did you have to go there? Did you have to go to AGTC? Anyways, we're going to cover everything. We're going to try to cover as much as we can. Guys, for those of you, once again, who are on TikTok, get on the YouTube. Link is in my bio. We're screen sharing. So for those of you guys, once again, who are on TikTok, we're going to talk. You're going to understand a lot more once we move on to YouTube. Okay, let me just go grab my cup of tea really quickly. I'm just going to be 1 second, okay? Just 1 second, guys. Okay, and here we are, ready to talk business. All right, we're ready. LOL. AGTC long play. Okay, let's take a look. So I have here, for those of you guys once again who are not on my YouTube, get on the YouTube. So let us talk. How was Texas 2K? Texas 2K was really good. Hold on, let me see who asked that. Texas 2K was insane. It was really nice. SNDL, okay. We're gonna talk about SNDL for sure. We've got our cup of tea ready to go. We have a bunch of things ready to go. So that is good news for us. Okay. I have allergies, guys, so sorry about that. But the show must go on, as they say, right? What I'm noticing is there's a lot of conversation around CLVS. I think there's going to be abnormal volume. I think there's going to be a lot of activity around CLVS specifically. As you guys can see, I'm sharing my screen with you. And the reason I'm sharing my screen with you guys is because you guys need to see the amount of activity that some of the ticker symbols here are having. You got me into PLTR, so I hope we can go over that too. Yes, for sure, of course. PLTR is probably our second favorite stock in the portfolio. At what price did you get in, if you don't mind me asking? I'm in PLTR. I want to say my average in PLTR is about $30. And I have probably a price target for PLTR at about $100 for this year. So, you know, I could be wrong, of course, but that, you know, I put my money where my mouth is, and you guys can see my portfolio. It's completely disclosed to you guys. What do you think about 2M or Zoom? ZM, I think, is a great stock to pick up right now. We'll go over it. We'll go over it. We can definitely go over it and discuss that. I just want to talk about volume before. Oh, 22, you're good, man. 22, you're in the green, man. You have nothing to worry about. You'll be totally fine. You got in at an excellent price. You're already $8 below my price target. Okay, so as you guys can see, we have Apple. Let's scroll down just for a second. Apple, where did it go? The thing is that StockTwits move so fast that if you don't catch it, you're gonna miss it. Okay, look at this. Apple, SNDL, HOFV, CLVS, SPCB. I couldn't agree more with each one of these ticker symbols. I don't know who this person is, but since this trended, I am going to have to agree with each one of those ticker symbols. Okay, so I think what's going to end up happening is we're going to see a lot of volume, and the reason that I'm showing you guys my StockTwits account is because a lot of you have asked, Hamza, how do you find your stocks? Well, there's a lot of ways I find my stocks. You can't see my Twitter page up here, but I do have a Twitter page as well, and it is open, and we will go over the Twitter page, and we will go over this individual specifically, Scott Redler. So I do actually follow Scott Redler religiously. I think he's a great, smart individual, and I actually am in one of his investment groups as well. And I joined it recently, and the reason I joined it is because I realized that I need to swing trade, I need to get smarter on my options, and I also need to day trade, and he is a genius when it comes to all of that stuff. So that's something that we need to look at. Okay, so another thing that I've been talking to you guys about, and that you guys are probably going to see on the StockTwits feed fairly shortly, is Nokia. So Nokia just deployed their first batch of 5G tech, and for those of you who are unaware, Nokia is pretty good when it comes to 5G, and it is in our portfolio. For our $1 million portfolio, Nokia is actually in there, and we do think that they're going to be a major player in the 5G space. So that's something that we're going to talk about as well in just a second. But before that, I'm going to go over your ticker symbols. UPS. Okay, so UPST is actually a good ticker symbol. I do think that it does have room to run. AGTC, I also like AGTC. SNDL, I'm going to take a look at what pricing SNDL is at. Let me open my Webull and see what everything is. Unlock trading. Okay, let's unlock trading. I don't think we can trade right now, but let's see if we can unlock trading to get access to our Webull account here. Okay, it's not letting me unlock trading, which means we're going to have to go to customized, which is fine, and we're going to have to pull this. Let me pull this down. So we're still going to keep track of StockTwits just for a second. But in the meantime, to go over the portfolios and the charts, I think it's better if we have, you know, as you guys can see, I've been tracking HCMC. I'm interested in getting into HCMC. I do want to look at it a little more seriously. I do think that it has bottomed out at this point, and that it does have a lot of room to run. So that's something that we are going to be talking about as well. Can we get a series called Options for Dummies by Hamza? Because I could use it, LOLs. Okay, so we can definitely discuss options and how they work and how you want to trade them. Now, in the past, I've traded options on a very short term, meaning I've bought into options that are usually 45 to 60 days out. I've even bought options that are expiring in 2 weeks because they were cheap. The strategy in my portfolio, because I did anticipate this type of a down run, would be basically leaps, right? So we were buying leaps. Hold on, I'm just going to take a look at some of the comments here. Salam, I really need your advice. I want to buy a house in cash for 2K or around 2K or 250K in Dallas, Texas. Okay, we can talk about that. That's not a problem. We can talk real estate, we can talk stocks, whatever you guys want. But right now, for those of you, once again, who are on TikTok, please get on YouTube. We are screen sharing. It is easier for us to be on the screen share so you guys can see what's going on. Link is in my bio. Okay, let's look at, let's start from the bottom up. So we'll go Zoom, because Zoom, actually, I do believe personally that Zoom is a good stock to get into right now. There's a lot of volume in Zoom. The RSI is a little high, which means that Zoom is in a place where it is overbought. But as of right now, I think that really doesn't matter. Let's look at the 1 minute and see what that looked like on Friday, because look at the gaps that we're seeing as of today. So it is cooling down. I personally think that ZM is a good ticker symbol to hold long term. I'm going to also look at NEO really quickly, and then we're going to look at Nokia as well, because I do think that Nokia may move by the time we get into it tomorrow. So NEO at 43 is good. Now the thing about NEO is, I love NEO as a company, but you have to realize that NEO is the Ethereum to Bitcoin, right? And we all know who the Bitcoin is. Yes, so there you go. Somebody actually just said that with NEO. So NEO is, in my opinion, number 3 right now. It used to be number 2, so it was equivalent to Ethereum of Bitcoin, right? We all know who Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is Tesla, the big boy. Now, Tesla did not hold support. So let's go back to Tesla and take a look at what's going on and what the analysts and what people are saying is going to happen to Tesla next week. So Tesla currently is at 654, which means it is holding support, right? However, if you go to Friday, just Friday, which was the last day, Tesla did fail to hold support. So right here, we were at 646, 647. So it was below 650. It only went above 650 right before close, and then we had this huge sell-off for Tesla. What this means is, I think Tesla may actually go down. So next level of support for Tesla was 620, I believe, and the level below that is 580. So everybody is waiting for Tesla to get in the 500s to buy. And when Tesla does fall to the 500s, and it may do that very briefly next week, if it does, there's going to be a lot of people loading up on Tesla long term, because the price target for Tesla is $1,700. Now, what does this mean for NEO, right? We all know that when Tesla moves, everything else moves as well. So my price target to get into NEO would probably at this point be below $40. And this is regardless of all the good news that NEO is coming out with. There's a lot of contracts, there's a lot of hype. In fact, I think NEO is one of those companies that has like a press release every day about new stuff that they are doing all the time. So you know, the company is great. Price target for NEO for 2021 is $70. Okay, so this is based not on me. This is based on the gurus and the analysts. Everybody's between $65 to $75, which is why I'm averaging it out for you guys and telling you guys it is about $70. The problem is that NEO does trail Tesla, unfortunately. So there's a lot of fundamental stuff that I don't think is going to work just based off of NEO alone as a company. NEO is always going to trail Tesla. We need CCIV to come in the market, become a bigger player. Then I think CCIV will end up taking the number 2 spot, which is why if you were to invest right now in the EV space, I think CCIV is where you would want to be. I know they're not there yet, but I do think that that is where in the EV space, I do think that CCIV is going to be the number 2, at least for the US. So it's going to replace NEO. NEO is going to fall to number 3. And that's what I think, just because we are in America, of course. Earth 2, where to invest? I don't know what exactly that means, but but if you could clarify what that means, I could definitely answer your question. Yeah, let's take a look at Snap. So this is Tesla. I think Tesla will briefly fall into the 500s next week. Personally, once again, this is personal, and I could be wrong, but I think Tesla is going to fall, which means NIO is going to go, and that's what we need to look at. Earth to the moon just released Dubai. Okay, cool. Shark Attack 078. Okay, let's take a look at Nokia really quickly. And we already have comments on Nokia. The issue is that Nokia CEO in the past for Nokia have failed investor interest. Hopefully, yep. So yes, that is something very important. I actually think that Nokia below $4 is an amazing buy. One Love, something sounds. Hello, what's going on, everybody? What do you think about tomorrow's market? Okay, so I posted a video earlier today asking you guys what you guys thought of tomorrow's market. So I actually want to get feedback from you guys. And if you guys can just type in the comments below what you think is going to happen with the market. I want to see what you guys think. And the way we'll play this is let's just do red or green. What do you guys think? If you guys think tomorrow's market is red, I want to know. If you guys think tomorrow's market is green, I want to know. And I want to know what you guys are thinking. And then after that, we're going to go over what I think is going to happen tomorrow based on the futures and what the market is looking like. AMTX, let me see if I have AMTX right here. AMTX volume looking, relatively okay. It's at $19. Is AMTX... Hold on, let me just check, okay, guys? I need to go back a little bit in order to be able to understand. Okay, we got a lot of volume on AMTX, riding up to 17, now to 19. It seems like this thing's gonna ride. Look at that huge candle right here in the after hours, right? And then that huge sell-off right here. So it means, it's pretty flat. Nothing really crazy. 10-year being dropping, so I think tech will be green tomorrow. Dow will be red. Okay. What do you think about green energy, Plug, FCell, Gevo? They have beaten down a lot. I actually like all of those companies, but out of all of them, I probably prefer Gevo the best. GEVO the best. Explain how options work. Okay, we can do that. We can talk about that. That's not a problem. It's a good one, bro. Trust me. Okay, let's take a look at what you posted before so I can take a look at it. AMTX. Let's take a look at AMTX. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we were in AMTX in our portfolio. I do not know. I don't want to open the portfolio today. I'm going to show it to you guys tomorrow, so I think it's too close to open it today and then show it to you guys tomorrow as well. So we're going to keep the portfolio a little bit of a secret for tonight. Wow, this one's looking good, guys. This one is looking good. I like this one. TRCH is looking good. Lots of volume coming in. RSI is pretty centered. It's looking good. It's looking interesting. It's pretty flat after hours, which means we are going to probably track this pre-market. Let's take a look at Snap. Okay, let's take a look at Snap. By the way, I know a lot of people who are jumping into Snap, and they have huge expectations from Snap. And apparently the stock is supposed to do good things. Okay, so it is running a little hot right now, but that really doesn't mean anything at the moment, right? I can just look at the chart here. It would be easier. Okay, so yeah, Snap's looking good. Nothing to complain about. Lots of sell volume, a couple on Thursday, and then Friday we had a lot of buy volume coming in. So we are looking good on Snap as well. What do you think of BlackBerry? It's a major EV player and is highly undervalued. I'm not in BlackBerry. I never was. I don't plan on getting in BlackBerry ever. Not in this portfolio. I may consider it later on if I see momentum or volume, but I just don't know at the moment. Hamza, been watching you for a while. Can you please look at View and let me know what you think? All right, let's take a look at View. I think at this point, almost everything we're gonna look at, guys, because the market has been really weird over the past few weeks. Um, it's just everything that we look at. Hold on. Everything that we look at has been significant. Wow, but look at this. Look at this, guys. So this is actually a really good sign that something is going on with view, right? Look at that. Look at that candle. And the interesting thing is you can see the bots in action right here, where there was a large spike in volume, price went up, and then there was a sale, but then it's gapping up and then fell down right here, then gapped back up. So this is going to be interesting to watch tomorrow. It may be a stock that we will look at, because also if you look at the RSI, it was running hot and it has actually cooled down, which means view, look at the RSI right here, which means view is actually in the buy zone right now. Very effective. Okay, thank you for that, Ayman. I appreciate that. I do have Ajax is very good, guys. I like Ajax personally. It was part of my portfolio. I will continue to add to Ajax as well. So Ajax is a good stock. I'm okay with the buy, and the RSI is perfect where it's at right now. So it's absolutely in the buy zone. Of course, we are pre-market, which means that this could completely change in the future. Yes, Nick, view is a buy right now. It has cooled down, but this is, of course, we still have to watch, because we're still in the futures, right? So we still need to watch pre-market and see if it is still a buy tomorrow. So we'll figure that out, I guess, pre-market together. I think ZOM is cooking something. Yes, ZOM is cooking something. I believe they do have something coming up next week, a catalyst coming up next week, and it is going to be interesting. ZOM, for those of you who follow me and are OGs, you know that we continuously buy and sell ZOM in this portfolio. It's almost a guarantee. Now, of course, there's no such thing as a guarantee, but it is almost a guaranteed way to make quick money during the day. Almost, because it moves, and I mean, you can see how it moves. It moves red, green, red, green, red, green. So there's always ways to make money there. Hit that like button. Yes, please hit that like button. How many likes do we have on the video so far? I don't even know, because I can't see the video. But yeah, hit that like button, guys. That really helps me out. And I appreciate, of course, all the love and support that you guys give me on the channel. Okay, so let's quickly see a couple of things. Hold on. Before we go to the next ticker symbol, let me just do something really quickly on the YouTube as well. This way I'll be able to track how many likes we have in real time. And that would be pretty cool, actually. I think that would be pretty awesome. Okay, so, oh, I got a dislike. Man, you guys are brutal. I wonder who the troll is. Anyways, okay, let's take a look. 80 shares into ZOM here. Going to diamond handed. Yeah, I think that's good, man. I think ZOM is good. I think there's catalyst there. I think the industry that they're in, they're very niche in what they do. So, things are interesting with them. And I think long term they have a lot of growth potential. Okay, so that's something that we need to talk about. I subbed, bro. Also, how often do you go live? So I have been, as far as going live, I haven't been able to go live as much as I would like to. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm currently in the final process of completing my home. So it's been taking a lot of my time. So of course I haven't been going live as much as as I would like to. I also am supposed to do weekly giveaways where I give away gift cards every week. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that for quite some time. But once my home is complete, I promise you guys, because I have this whole YouTube setup ready to go. So once my home is complete, all of that is going to start working, and we are going to go live every single day, and we're going to get back on our giveaway schedule. And the giveaway, of course, for those of you who don't know, are AMC Theater gift cards. We're going to be giving those every week, and we're going to be giving those to you guys. Diamond handing it, supporting the AMC GME community, and we are going to be giving you guys those gift cards every week. I just need to close on my house, which is going to happen, I think, in the next 3 weeks or so, based on the update that I got today. Once that happens, we're going to be good to go. It's going to be full-time YouTube streaming, and we are going to be, diamond handing it. Will you be going live before market open tomorrow? Yes, I will be going live before market open tomorrow, and the reason that I'm going to be going live is very simple. We do need direction, we do need guidance, we do need to see exactly what's happening. So I don't know if you guys see this. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Guys, for those of you guys who are on TikTok or other social medias, link is in my bio. Get on the YouTube. I'm going to share a couple of things with you guys so that we get a clearer picture as to what is going on. So as far as futures, this is what the futures are looking like right now, and I don't really like what I'm seeing. I know that people think that the 10-year treasury is down. It's not down enough to where it needs to be. Unfortunately, not yet. The Nasdaq futures just rode up, so we had a complete red. So let me shrink this so you guys can see what I want to show you, because my face is covering half of the stuff. So here, this is what the futures look like, right? And we don't want to see the ad, so let me just go down so that you guys can see what the futures look like. This is what the futures look like. The Nasdaq literally just went green a couple of minutes ago, and that's because like you said, the tech may have a day tomorrow. It may ride up, but we want to cover that. I want to cover that. I want to make some purchases. As you all know, once again, I do have a little bit of money that's sitting in my bank account that I need to move into my account in order to start trading. I haven't moved it because I feel like the volume is just not there in the market, and the market has been in a very sticky and weird place for the past couple of weeks. So that's something that we need to tackle. For that, we are going to be going live tomorrow. Okay, Facebook. Let's take a look at Facebook really quickly. Facebook, by the way, fighting the market on Friday. I don't know if you guys saw that, but Facebook did a great job, and it was probably the only social media platform that was fighting the market really, really it was we were fighting the market it was fighting the market pretty hard. But of course, after hours we did see a little bit of a drop, nothing too serious, just a little bit. Will you go live tomorrow during pre-market? Yes, I will be going live before pre-market. That's my answer. Hey Hamza, I hope all is well. Thank you. I hope all is well with you as well. But I do give you like before I come to TikTok. Thank you. I appreciate that. I made $120 in portfolio from Facebook doing options. That is great. That is amazing. Are you Memon? No, I am not. I'm from Yemen. So I'm actually Middle Eastern, sir. Mustafa Memon, 786. So I am of Arabic descent. Do you do options? Yes, I do options. I need help. Sure, we're here to help you guys for sure. So Wells Fargo. By the way, someone posted Wells Fargo earlier. Let's do Wells as well. Let's check it out. Wow, Wells is gapping nicely actually. Let's take a look at that. Wells is something that it may be worth our time to take a look at, guys, because look at Wells. Wow, that's looking nice. Okay, I'm gonna put Wells on our watch list for tomorrow. We're gonna take a look at what Wells has to say. Neo. My average is 47. You'll be okay with Neo. Neo is buy under 38. We just covered this, Hassan, a while ago. Neo unfortunately trails Tesla. Tesla's not doing too well right now, which means Neo is going to unfortunately take a hit if Tesla is unable to hold support, and that's just the reality of it. At this point, it doesn't matter what the fundamentals say about Neo. Any good calls for this week? Yes. If you can get ExxonMobil calls, Leap calls 1 year out, I think those would be a money maker for sure. So get the January, I believe they're January 21st calls, 65. Get the 65 strike price, and I think you should be golden for the end of the year. And these are of course long term. I'm not going to give you short term options just because the market is too volatile right now for you to look at anything short term. I think if you're gonna buy options and you kind of sort of know what you're doing, but you don't really know what you're doing, then just stick to XOM 1 year leap calls. You're gonna make a ton of money in those, so you should be okay. LAZR. Let's take a look at LAZR. I do know that they did have a catalyst. Ooh, look at that. That is beautiful. Who brought that up? Let me just. Irfan, I just want to give you a shout out. This is amazing. Look at that. Look at that spike in volume. But you know what this means, Irfan? This means that we may have missed the run, right? So, which means we may be chasing. And the last thing we want to do is chase. Wells Fargo 2 gappy. We just checked it earlier. It's not what I think. It's not what we want to be in for this portfolio. ARK thinks Tesla will be 3,000 by 2025. I actually think that Tesla will be 3,000 before 2025. Probably somewhere around 2023, we will see a $3,000 Tesla. So I think ARK is a little conservative when it comes to Tesla valuation. Iman, love how much I learn here. Thank you, Iman. And for those of you who don't know, by the way, Iman is my sister, and she is an artist, and she has an amazing, I think she has a TikTok or YouTube channel, I can't tell. But whatever it is, thank you for that, Iman. I really appreciate it. Nikki, BAC always trades at a premium compared to Wells Fargo. I do agree with that. I don't trade any of the bank. I don't trade any of the financial institutions. Tesla will say it because they have a vested interest. Well, ARK will say it because they have a vested interest. And you're right. I mean, Kathy does have a huge vested interest in Tesla, and I think there's a reason for that, right? I think she sees something that people may not be looking at clearly. I personally am a believer. I think Tesla is gonna go up to at least $1,700 in the next year or so. So that's kind of what I think. Any thoughts on AMD calls for mid next year? If you're buying leaps, I'm all in. Let's take a look at AMD. There are catalysts coming in for the chip guys. I personally don't like AMD. Like if I were to choose Nvidia over AMD, I would probably choose Nvidia, right? But nothing against AMD right now. In fact, if you look at the volume candle, I don't know if you guys can see that on the share screen here. Let's take a look at it really quickly. And so we did have a little bit of a buy. And but we have to remember, guys, that Friday was quadruple witching, which means that the last candles, I don't know if they are really that significant, because there's a lot of reallocation going on, and that's something that we need to look at. Already have PLTR, ExxonMobil, Neo Leap calls. Tell me some swing or day trade calls. It's too early for me to call anything out right now, but there is opportunity tomorrow for day trading for sure. ARK X comes out. You guys want to be invested in all the space stocks, right? So get into the space stocks, sell them as soon as ARK X launches, and hopefully you guys will not miss the run. And if you guys want to look at a stock that I'm looking at right now in order to trade it before ARK X comes out, that would be Helicity. It did make quite a move, and it's up to $13. The stock was literally at $11.88, as you guys can see. On Friday, moved up to 13. I think with ARK X coming in, it may move up even more. So that's something that we do need to look at. I would honestly play AVGO for semi-space. Black Sky, was that the name of the SPAC that's taking another company public? Hold on, is that it? AVGO. I want to say that I may be in AVGO in my portfolio right now. Wow, look at that volume, guys. Look at AVGO and look at that volume on Friday. That is absolutely beautiful. I think that's gonna be good. Irfan, that's 2 for 2, man. You're on a roll. That's pretty good stuff. So AVGO is looking really good. We're gonna take a look at it tomorrow, pre-market as well. All right, guys, let's hit that like button And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna take a look at a couple more stocks before I have to go, because I really have to go. I have to wake up super early tomorrow, uh, probably around 5 a.m. or so. But anyways, we're gonna go over a couple of things. Let's go over PLTR, since a lot of you are talking about it. PLTR, I don't know what the volume really looked like on Friday. I didn't pay too much attention to it. But you know, it was at 23, which is buy, and it is currently sitting at 24, probably 25 even, I would say. So 24.40, so not too much movement. PLTR is still in the buy. It's a long-term hold in the portfolio, and we're going to continue to hold it. My average on PLTR, by the way, is $30. So I'm in it for about 30 bucks. I can cost average my way down, but it would cost me too much to do that, so I don't want to really do that. What else do we have? Check OCGN. Okay, let's check OCGN. By the way, for those of you guys who are on TikTok, if you want to screen share, jump on the YouTube, because we are screen sharing and we're going through everything together. Okay, so it seems like OCGN had a huge sale, huge buy. It has moved up quite a bit, and it did fight itself on market. We did cover OCGN. I just remembered we covered OCGN earlier today. I'd say check eBay too. Okay, we'll check eBay as well. And then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on what's going to happen tomorrow. Yeah, so eBay quadruple witching, I think, took a huge effect on eBay. Huge sales. It is gapping down. I think it's probably a good time to look at eBay as well. Fubu is a part of the portfolio. It will continue to be a part of the portfolio. It's going to look good long term as well. Sell your multifamily holdings in Houston, Texas. I am actually selling a large portion of my multifamily holdings in Houston, Texas, as we speak. I used to have 1,500 doors in Houston, Texas. I currently have around 330. So I got rid of a lot of multifamily real estate, and I'm moving more into pre-IPO and public equities. So I'm investing in other businesses. I'm investing in real estate still, but just not as heavily as I was before. So Fubu, yeah, once again, part of the portfolio, we're looking good. What do you think about VXX? I think this is one of the smartest questions that someone has asked, and I think this is the time where we really need to have a discussion about VXX, about UVXY, possibly about SQQQ as well, right? So let's take a look at where SQQQ is right now. We love NASDAQ, but we also love to short NASDAQ, right? So SQQQ right now is probably, I would say, at a high of $14. If it goes below that, we're gonna have to kind of take a look at, maybe adding some more SQQQ into the portfolio. The last time we did this, it was we made a little bit of money on the SQQQ, so that must have been something good. Okay, you have 2 contracts of VXX, so we are expecting volatility. Let me talk to you guys about what I think is going to happen next week. I think next week is possibly, I mean, of course I wouldn't know now, there's no way to really like confirm this, but I think next week is going to be a red week. We have a lot of companies that have earnings coming out in March, which is why March has been really like, March is really a tough time for us. But I do think that next week there's going to be a ton of volatility, which also means there's going to be a ton. You were at the Savage rally. My cousin was in it. Yes, sir. I was absolutely in the Savage rally. And I don't know who your cousin is, but I'm sure he's a great guy because he's part of Savage. So that's awesome. Anyways, so I do think that next week is going to be a red week. So there's going to be a lot of buying opportunity, which means you guys need to hold on to your cash and be patient, and we are going to make some money moves next week for sure. Now, Home. Okay, I'm going to take a look at Home, Irfan, just because you've been on a roll and you've been giving us really good symbols. Okay, so now Home, although really good, we're going to have to take a look at the gapping. I'm assuming there's just not enough volume, which is why it's gapping the way it is. RSI is in the, it's kind of in the middle. It's not over. It's, well, I would say it's oversold. Maybe a good time to get in would be around the 32 to $31 mark. I don't know. We'll have to see tomorrow. Okay, let's do this, guys. We're gonna go live tomorrow pre-market, so we're gonna go live 30 minutes before market opens, and that way I will be able to kind of. When are you gonna do live trading? That's actually a very good question. I'm gonna go over that in just a second. So we're gonna go live pre-market tomorrow, and we'll open market together, and we'll see how things are looking. And I'll give you guys a couple of stocks that I think are good to invest in, maybe possibly tomorrow. I may trade a couple of options as market opens. I don't know yet. We'll just have to kind of wait and see what the market looks like. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, I guess, and that's kind of how we're gonna look at it. I am going to be streaming every day, so I don't like I said earlier. My house is almost done. I think it's gonna take about 3 to 4 weeks to complete. Once my new home is done and I move into it, I am going to be streaming my trades every single day. So we're gonna be streaming all day, and we're gonna be streaming, like live streaming, all the trades and money that I make or lose, of course, because sometimes you have to lose money in order to make it somewhere else, and that's just the reality of how trading works. You have to be able to figure that out. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be discussing the live streams. I am going to be going live every single day on YouTube, and we are going to be trading live right here on the channel. So if you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. If you want my alerts, become members, guys, because I do post my alerts every single day, which means I allow you guys to know when I'm buying stocks and at what price I bought them. So if you want those alerts, hit the join button. It's right next to the subscribe button. You would be contributing to me as a content creator, and you would be part of this amazing growing community. I think we have like a lot of members already, and as you guys can see, we have members that have the red beacon next to their name, which means they've been members for over a month, which is absolutely amazing. I love you guys, man. This is exactly why I do this. I really enjoy doing this with you guys. I enjoy making money with you guys, and I enjoy losing money with you guys as well. The whole reason I do this, by the way, is because it's quite irritating, I think, when people think that they're losing money on their own, because nobody really talks about the losses, right? Every YouTube or TikTok or whatever guru is going to show you the gains and continue showing the gains. Nobody actually shows you their losses, and so for that reason, I show you guys my losses, so you guys are able to see exactly what the portfolio looks like every single day, whether I was up, whether I was down. And so you know that you're not in it alone, right? Because sometimes you lose money. I mean, it's just part of the deal. You need to realize that you don't really lose anything until you cash out. So that's something that we are here to do together. And yes, we are gonna get to 1 million. I have no worry about that. We're just gonna have to get a little more aggressive, and I'm not comfortable getting aggressive right now. Once we get aggressive, guys, this portfolio is gonna grow like crazy. We just anticipated that this month was going to be a rough month for everybody, so we played it sideways, which is okay. It's okay to play a month in a year sideways when you know that month is going to be very volatile, right? It's okay to sit out. Honestly, I think if we had probably sat out, it would still have been the same. Do you think the market is going to crash? Not anytime soon. We have stimulus, and stimulus is going to affect us in more ways than one. I do think that hyperinflation is not hyper. I don't mean like Venezuela hyper. I mean like there is going to be a little more inflation coming in the next few years, and then we are going to have to like readjust. But I think the Fed does have tools and ways to manipulate the market to where we're not going to feel it as much. So that's something that we need to take into consideration. With that being said, guys, we are going to, what website do you use for stock charts? So for stock charts, I use mainly just my Webull account. I do use MarketWatch as well. I think MarketWatch does a good job. I also use StockTwits, and I use Twitter as well. Okay, so those are like kind of like, I would say, my go-tos for everything that I need relating to charting or mapping. Okay, with that being said, guys, once again, I'm gonna see you guys pre-market, and hopefully we have a good day, we have a great day. But if we don't have a great day, I want you guys to still be vigilant, and we're still holding on to cash. Okay, and you know, cash is also a position, exactly, Melray. So cash is also a position, and we're going to hold on to it for as long as we can, because when we invest the cash, we want the best ROI on that cash, and that's something that we all need to consider together. Okay, all right, guys, just like that, I am